Hey guys, it's Tuesday, time for market stats and MOFIRS. And today we're taking a look at Kendall County. Boy, it's a little tougher to get some of the data there. And yet we got some news that you can use. So you can build some MOFIRS to create some conversations, to have some strategy sessions with your folks. And again, market stats and MOFIRS, we're here to give you content to help you have intelligent conversations with your database, to help them interpret the market and what might be the opportunities of the market. What are the signs of shifts in the market, so that we're completely prepared, and we guide our clients and our businesses at a really high level. All right, so let me go ahead and pull up the camera here, and let's take a look at what we've got going on today here in Kendall County. So look at these trends. So going back to 2018, average sales price, median sales price, 368. In 19, we jumped to 377, only a 2.4% gain at that time. 20 went to 456, 17.4%. Saw another repeat at 17% in 2021. July, through July, we've seen a 4.1% increase. Now, the reason you're showing the down arrow, though, is this 572 is actually trending down from what it was in June. In June, the median price was 580. Now, I'm working to get some days on market stats. From everything I've looked at, it looks like we're between 3 and 4 months of inventory currently, where we had been down to less than 1. So you're probably beginning to notice some inventory. We're showing MLS is showing 178 single family residential listings in the Kendall County areas that I chose. And when we look at days on market, median days on market, May was 15, we've jumped to 34. Now, homes are still selling. I do want to make us aware here that right now with this trend, things are flattening. And if you saw some of the crazy sales, remember, if you've seen some of the crazy sales in some of the neighborhoods you're trying to evaluate, it was the ones that got bid up ridiculously high, what I would call the unicorns. A good strategy is these are all December stats. Go back to December 2019, early 2020, and what were homes selling for in those neighborhoods that you're evaluating then? And then a good baseline to look at the market as a whole instead of just maybe a few crazy sales in one neighborhood is, well, the market as a whole has gone up 34% since December 2019, and another 4% year to date. And yet that's giving some back now. So just like we saw in Bexar County, Kendall County is giving some of that back, and that could flatten. So a good benchmark starting place for pricing a property today in Kendall County might be what it sell for. Did homes like that sell for before COVID? 35% on top of that is a benchmark for a marketing price, and then see what the market has to offer. And of course, the one most important thing you've got to do is really watch your actives. What are you competing against? Let me change gears here. I'm going to shift my camera and go back, and I want to share my screen. Let's go here. And looking at MLS data for Kendall County, let's take a look at what we're seeing here. Is when we look at Kendall County, the last 30 days, we've had 77 new listings. We've had 50 go under contract. Sell, and 44 go pending. Now, when we evaluate that, 44 pending with 178 active single family residential listings, that kind of suggests we're leaning on 4 months of inventory based on a takedown rate of 44 that are currently pending, but pending in the last 30 days. We had 50 close, so that would put us at, on close statistics, more like 3.6, 3.7 months of inventory. So inventory certainly rising, days on market still manageable. With this, remember the important thing is to watch the trend. What's the trend? The trend is certainly towards softening in terms of maybe the multiple offer environment or the multiple mega offer environment. top 20% of the listings, because we're still in that 3 to 4 range of inventory, I would expect the top 20% of listings to frankly sell, at list price, or maybe even have a little competition because they're the best of the best. Gone are the days right now, probably, of the massive bid up. And yet when we think about a trend line, when they've had 34% in 2 years, that's a big bump in the curve, and it certainly has flattened out. It's still a great time to be a seller. If I'm talking to my database and I'm thinking about MOFIRS, hey, the market, it's still a seller's market. This could be the perfect opportunity to get your home in the market now, because you actually can have a place to move. You can actually have options if you're deciding to move local, or maybe particularly even anywhere else in Texas or the country. You're not under this crunch of, I'd love to sell, I'd love to free up all this equity, and yet where am I going to go? If you're have a client, these buyers that you've had in the last 5 years who settled because there was no choice, this could be the time for them to get in the market, capitalize on the equity they got in the home that they did buy, and then go get their forever home. Or maybe they got on the sideline and, it's prices really haven't come down dramatically. We're seeing price adjustments. People are getting out of la land. I mean, let's go back to, the dashboard for a second. And we see that, price changes, we've had 71, in Kendall County. So you've had 7 expireds, go get those. And, that's the data. So aren't numbers fun? I trust that, each week as we come to you with market stats and MOFIRS, you'll think about, what is the message for me to the people that I serve? So to sum this up today, sellers, they're still at the place where they have a seller's market at their back. That could change. We see continued interest rate hikes. We do live in the most desirable state for people to move to right now. Us, Arizona, Florida, are seeing huge net migration. So this could be just a window of opportunity. That buyer who went to the sidelines because they couldn't get a house and all the multiple offers, you're still going to have possibly 2 offers, 3 offers on some of the best listings. And yet, seeing active days on market go up, it's quite possible they can get in the market, not have to compete, and not have to overbid dramatically. Seems like a really nice play for somebody that got blocked out of the market during the crazy times. So there you go. Market stats and MOFIRS. Have a great one. See you, folks.